I ain't got no time 'cause I be really out my mind. When the hate don't work, I guarantee they get the line. They all talk dog, it's a room full of brinds. I'm royalty, that means that it's in my bloodline. All hail the king, made the president resign. And if I'm not the king, then I'm making doves cry. I'm stepping on the scene like I never did reply. I ain't gotta justify, I'm cool. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted on my cardio, I used to get the run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party when I come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out.
Today, from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Atlanta Falcons taking on the New York Giants.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the New York Giants and the Atlanta Falcons. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason has all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off to get the season underway.
And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
All right, partner, a brand new season. With it comes a sense of unbridled optimism for every team and, of course, every quarterback. It's a blank slate for every passer in this league, and he really couldn't hide his excitement during interviews this week. He thinks his offense is stacked. They've spent the entire offseason making adjustments and trying to find another gear. And as this season begins,
from the 31, Tua. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Well, that'll get them to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Now a handoff up the middle. Cummings, and he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got it. This is Ware. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 34-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position. Everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Up the middle they go. It's Cummings. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Tua. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And the Falcons grab it. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. Past the 20. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Looking to pass. Tua. And he's got the hook up to Moore. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Play action. Now it's Tua. Under pressure, they got him again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, it's Tua. That's caught by Ware. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Oh, what a move.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be Falcon football.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
All right, I know it's something that every team says every season, but they genuinely believe that this is their year, and having him at quarterback is a big part of that. They think he's poised for a huge season and can really be the type of player that brings out the best of each weapon that they have on this offense. Behind that type of performance, their goals are high. They envision a lot of wins and finishing among the league's best on their side of the ball.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On 1st and 10, Rich. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rich. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down. They'll try the left side. Cummings.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that is incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Tua. Jackson's got it over the middle. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 39. A good pickup there at 22.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cummings.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Cummings. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Cummings. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sends his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He gets it complete to Jackson. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They want to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit of the first quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
Tua going to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Giants. From 8 yards out. And the Giants are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
Extra point attempt to come here. And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, got away a little bit from the first one, but the wave swarmed him under.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun. Rich.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Rich. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down. Needed the 40, but he's a yard or two shy. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. .39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
New York ready to go again offensively. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
7-7, our score after 1. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cummings. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Tua sets up to pass it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. Was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
And the Giants will take over possession here up at the 44. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the 1st down marker. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to make it 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On first down, it's Stanley.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Looking to throw on second down. Rich.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. On first down, Rich.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
A good scheme and an early win for this pass rush. They got back there before he could work through his entire progression and ended that play early.
The Falcons send out their punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And the Giants ready to come out now.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And he held on to it too long. A coverage sack. Down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. It felt like he was in the pocket all day, never got rid of it.
And when you have that much time, you've got to either find someone open or get rid of it, because with that amount of time to throw the ball, that means the offensive line's done a really nice job.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call. But for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tua.
He'll find more on the comeback route. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
On first down, Tagovailoa. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. On second down now, it's Cummings. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun now on third down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And the Giants are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up first and goal.
They'll run on first down. Cummings. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. They fake the handoff, now Tua. And he can't get rid of it, he's taken down. A disastrous loss there on first and goal on the sack sets him back big time.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Atlanta regains possession of the football. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. First and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Rich. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Now a give right side. It's Stanley. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. First and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Stanley, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Come on. Hit. 60 boxes.
To throw on second down. Rich. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 32-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. On first down, it's Stanley. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Rich. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now 2 yards to go on third down. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. And he is going to have a Falcons first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
They didn't need much. They didn't get much. But what they did get was enough for a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw again. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Harper.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
They'll look to throw again.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Operating from the gun, Rich. And it's caught. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On second down, it's Stanley, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point forthcoming. And that makes it 14-10. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Giants with one final possession here in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw taken in here by Jackson.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on second down. Tua. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So third down, and the Falcons going with a dime. 6 defensive backs. Now back to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get started over at the Superdome in New Orleans. And the Panthers are out in front as they play the second quarter. The Panthers locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. From there, we move to H-Town to check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And you can see there it's the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. The Colts trying to hold on and claim victory. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And that game is tied as they take on the visiting Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
But we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Looking to throw on second down.
Rich throws right back to London, complete again.
They'll run on first down. Stanley. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Up the middle they go. It's Stanley. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down. Back to throw. Rich.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Looking to throw. Rich.
Got his man. It's London.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 43. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Rich throwing quickly here, and he's got Jacobs. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Stanley. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Looking to throw. Rich. He finds his man, complete. That's Stanley.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this will stay a 4-point game. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cummings, and he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Two and now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. And again, it's Tagovailoa. He finds his man, complete. That's Cummings. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turn the ball over.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Tua now on first down. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants have taken the lead here in this third quarter. So a very strong first drive in this second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Koo now for the point after. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set them back on second.
Well, they've got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the first down marker.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Rich over the middle, caught by London. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. To throw on third down. Rich, and caught by London. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be fourth down. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
Looking to throw again on second down. Tua, he's got it. This is Ware. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Now Tua. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag, punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Throwing on first down. Rich, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On second down now, it's Stanley, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Rich. Aiming for Jacobs. He's got him. Reeling it in on the out route. 2nd down and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Harper. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. On 1st and 10. Rich on the move past the 40. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Back to throw. Rich. He finds his man. Complete. It's Jacobs. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw on 2nd down. Rich, same target. It's Jacobs again. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on. And this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. He's got his man, London, right side. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Locating Jacobs again for another catch. Touchdown! A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown.